This is New Year's Day, right?
New Year's Day on
2007.
A good year.
We are at the Quincy Center, Tom Tam Healing Center, and this is Rick. How do you pronounce your last name? Keithy. Keithy.
Yes.
I never found out how to pronounce your last
name. Nobody can ever figure this one out.
Okay, he's a fellow composer and a fellow Tong Ren healer. Now, how did the both of us get to where we are now? Tell me everything, Rick.
Okay, well, I came to Tong Ren about 2 years ago when my wife was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease. It's a lymphoma cancer in her abdomen is where her location was. And at the time, she was starting chemotherapy. And unfortunately, she had a toxic reaction to the chemotherapy and had to discontinue it because it was having a very bad reaction in her lungs. It basically shut her lungs down. She was dying from it.
Did they say what stage she was in?
They didn't know, somewhere between stage 2 and stage 3 initially, but it got worse because of the chemo. They didn't pick up her cancer was in the abdomen, but then her lungs reacted badly to a drug called bleomycin, one of the 4 chemo drugs. So in any case, the bottom line was she had to stop the chemotherapy because she was not a candidate for it because of her body couldn't handle it. So at that point we had to search for something other than Western medical procedures, and fortunately I tell people I would have sought out any witch doctor on this planet, and the witch doctor I found was Tom Tam. So it was really a wonderful miracle, and we came, and she was doing Tong Ren after she got out of the hospital, and the doctors predicted that she might have permanent lung damage from the chemo. And of course they thought since she was stopping the chemo that there might be a possibility that she wouldn't live, of course, because she couldn't avail herself of their procedures. But here she is 2 years later, and she is cancer-free and doing very well, and does not have any permanent disability in her lungs, and she's back working out at the gym with her personal trainer, and she's doing very, very well.
Did she just come to guinea pig classes?
She came to guinea pig classes. She also got one-on-one treatments with Anita, with Tom, and we worked with her at home every day as well. So we did a lot of, every 7 days a week I had a doll and hammer at home and working with her to do this work. So we did a lot.
So how long would you say did it take her to become cancer-free?
It's very interesting. With Florrie, she had 5 major blockage points along her spine. A lymphoma is caused by a blockage of thoracic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. And for her, T7 was very stubborn. The other ones opened up almost immediately and did not tighten up again. But T7 opened up, get the therapy, and then 24, 48 hours it would tighten up like a drum again. It took about 7 months. And then finally one day T7, boom, stays open.
With Twina or with the banging? With
a combination of Twina and the banging and
laser
everything,
beam?
Everything. Good. But T7 was very stubborn, so it was a perfect example how we can never. People always say, well, how long do I need to do this? We don't know. We can never, like Tom says, maybe 1 treatment, maybe 10, maybe 100. We don't know. With Florrie, T7 was a real stickler, but then once it opened, and then with muscle memory, sometimes these points can be very stubborn in the bodies. With her, it was a very, very obstinate point. But once the trapezius muscles relaxed, middle of her back, and got the tension out of it, and we would open it up, and it would tighten up like a rubber band. But then cumulative doing the treatments and doing the therapies and the one-on-one treatments, eventually her whole spine loosened up, and so it was a wonderful, wonderful story. But we've seen, of course, here in Queens, we've seen another 100 patients like Florrie that just all wonderful little miracles that just maybe shouldn't be here today except for the work that Tom does and that Tom teaches us.
You had high blood pressure.
Yes, well, I came to this work, in answer to your initial question, because to help Florrie. I wasn't coming to become a Tong Ren therapist. I was very happy with my music publishing company, my concerts and my music work. But here I am today doing this 7 days a week and really excited about it. And I think, well, maybe it's more important I help somebody with lung cancer as opposed to writing another song today. So
exactly.
I still am doing some music work, but I'm doing a lot of this, and I get such great satisfaction out of it. So I came to the found I really enjoy doing it, and so I work as a phone therapist. I don't practice in the clinic here, Tom, but I practice a lot like you do.
Yes, we're on the same boat.
Yes. guess that's what the fate of modern day composers is. They become long distance healers. But I found out that I really, really enjoyed doing it, and I was a terrible science student in school, but now I'm really excited to learn more about how the body works and how hormones work and how blood flow works. So I'm really excited about it. So I basically treat about 40 to 50 patients a week now, and privately, and then I volunteer at 3 guinea pig classes here a week, and we do the national conference call on Tuesday nights that I also am very active in. So I'm really, really passionate about this work, and I've seen so many, many wonderful people, whether they're coming in person to the clinics or whether we work with them on the phone. It makes no difference. It's just as effective, and I've seen and personally been able to work with people one-on-one and heal everything from Lou Gehrig's disease to many different kinds of cancers, to diabetes, to working with Alzheimer's patients as well. Just wonderful.
Just almost
exciting
anything.
Work. Almost everything. We say we're an equal opportunity healing system. We don't discriminate against any disease. We welcome them all. We can heal them all.
And if the condition is not in the Lazy Bum book yet, Tom will figure it out, right?
Yeah, it's not so important if there's even a particular name for something. We don't care about the names. It's more important to understand the symptoms, and from the symptoms that the patient has, then we can tell what system is involved in the body. If it's the immune system, if it's the metabolism system, if it's the reproductive system, whatever system is engaged, then we can trace and understand what blood flow is going to that organ that's dysfunctional, what nerve is affecting that organ that's dysfunctional, and from that we can direct the chi to that particular blockage point in the body, because everything is predicated in Tom's system on the particular blockage point where the chi is not allowed to flow.
And the bottom line is it has no side effects.
That's right. It's the most wonderful thing. You can't. People are always asking us, "Gee, is this going to be a problem while I'm doing my chemotherapy or while I'm doing another adjunct therapy?" We say no. If anything, it's the reverse. The chemotherapy
I agree.
Can obviously, of course, cause a lot of problems for the patient, a lot of side effects. But we give no adverse side effects with what we do. So that's
we even have points for chemo side effects, right?
We do.
And radiation side effects.
We can help with the temperature extremes in the body from radiation. We can definitely mitigate against the nausea and some of the other severe side effects from chemotherapy. That's right.
Okay, Rick, thanks so much.
You are so welcome.
And I owe you gratitude, big time, for helping me get on the Tong Ren path, because Tom was not very patient with me in the beginning. He said, I don't have enough time for your crazy question. You go to Rick.
You are fantastic at doing this. You're so talented and gifted at it, and it's amazing what you've been able to do in such a very short time in China. We're so excited for your work. Thank you.
Well, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But it's more than that with you. We know.
Well,
you have a gift for this.
We all do our best.
That's right.
Okay, thanks again, Rick,
so
and all the best to Flory.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.